Hey guys, coming to you today with my update. Today's April 28th, 2014, and I did go to the doctor's today, so I'm still bummed out, even though you see the smile on my face. I'm still bummed out because baby A is in the exact same position he's been in for like the past 2.5 weeks. He is still butt first, feet stretched across, kicking me in the bladder. And baby B has actually switched. She's still transverse, but her head is on my right side now. So I feel her feet kicking me in my ribs. And I was so optimistic. I had thought she had switched and was head down. So I was like trying to get there and be optimistic, but I still had that feeling in my mind because I was feeling those jabs in my bladder that nobody really had did anything. They were still in the same position. So I did get to see my doctor this week. It's been wow. It's been a couple of months since I've seen him because I've been seeing other doctors in the practice. So I discussed with him my birth plan, and he said I still had time for baby A to go head down. So I am hoping that luck turns my way and fate is there and he does switch, because if not, I will basically have an automatic C-section. If I go into labor any sooner, it would still be a C-section unless they switch while I'm doing labor. But I also discussed with him what was the procedure as far as if baby A did turn head down and baby B was still breech. If I delivered baby A vaginally, how would he proceed about delivering baby B? Because I've heard some women getting a vaginal delivery for baby A and then having to turn around and get a C-section for baby B. And I'm like, what could be worse than having both deliveries, one vaginal, one C-section? And you're going to be recovering from two different types of deliveries. That's just crazy. So, he did say that he does not do breech deliveries as far as vaginally. And I'm not sure if he would even attempt. I don't think he will attempt to try to attempt to maneuver baby B so she could become head down. So it would be luck if she does turn head down after baby B has come out vaginally. So I was kind of hoping he was going to be like, yeah, I'll do a breech delivery. But in the back of my mind, I know it was a long run. I knew that he was probably going to say no. He did say that there are some other doctors in the practice that don't mind it and will attempt it, but being the fact that I'm not used to them, I don't really want them to be shot calling everything, So I'm hoping everything will go well. I am, like I said, 29 and 4 days today, so I'll be 30 weeks on Thursday this week. So I'm praying to God. I know I keep repeating myself, but I've had 6 vaginal deliveries before, so I just want to keep it that way. So I don't have to go through anything more, because the recovery period, like I said before, is long with the C-section, and then I have other children at home, and I will have help, but not as much as I would like to. So, that's really gonna, be much harder because I won't be able to move around. So, another thing, I have an appointment next week on Wednesday? No, I think it's Tuesday. Well, the date, I have one on May 5th, and then I have one on May 6th. Now, the doctor was supposed to be seeing me every 3 weeks, but apparently the receptionist has been scheduling me every week. So, I'm not sure how that works, but hey, I'm not the one scheduling the appointment, so the doctor can't be mad at me. So, on my May 5th appointment for maternal fetal medicine, I will be getting the weights and everything, see what they weigh now, because I lost a pound since last week. I'm like 233 now. I was 234 last week, so I'm anxious to see how much they weigh, if they've gained anything since then. They were 2 pounds 6 ounces the last time I saw maternal fetal medicine, so I'm anxious to see if they've gained any weight. But then I also get nervous because a lot of people have been saying, once they get bigger, it's gonna be more harder for them to change, because it's not a singleton. So in the back of my mind, I'm like, they can't. I know that it's a possibility, but still at the same time, it's really worrying me, you know. But I have those two appointments next week. On Wednesday of this week, I have an appointment with the company A Wider Circle that I told you about on my last video, that gives out to the families who are in need of things, baby items, household items, whatever you need. If they have it, they give it. So I have an appointment with them, and I finally found some transportation because I was nervous I wasn't going to have a big enough truck to get everything back home. So I found transportation for that. So I'm excited to see what they have gathered for me as far as the baby items, and I'm excited. I'm very excited. I want to get some more clothes for the twins. I mean, we're getting there, and it's about almost 6 weeks left until I become around 35, 36 weeks. So it's getting closer. I don't think it's hit me yet. I don't think the reality has hit me yet because I'm so used to just being with my kids. I don't think it's going to hit me until they're actually born, of how much trouble I'm going to be in. So I'm nervous, but I think it'll hit me once they come and the reality of the delivery and everything. But other than that, I mean, that was my appointment today. So I almost forgot. Because after I found out that they were breached again last week, I had started to try different exercises. I looked on, I went on Google first, but then I ended up on YouTube. I went on Google first to look up ways to try to have the baby turn to a non-breech position. And they came up with some interesting ways of how to get the baby to turn. So one was called the breech tilt, and that was where you actually position yourself on the floor, and your head and your back is laying on the floor. Your legs and your bottom is actually tilted up towards the couch, so you're kind of like that. You're lifted up, your butt's a little bit above the ground, so your belly's kind of hanging up over your chest, and that's supposed to lift them up a little bit so they can come up, you know, by your ribs and get them out of that breech position. And then they're supposed to shift. So they say about, thank you, baby. They say about 30 minutes. I think it's 2 or 3 times a day, if you can. They also have one called the open knee chest, but I didn't really get how to do that. I never really found out how to do it. So then they have the downward facing dog, which I'm pretty sure all of you guys know how to do that. You've seen it. But the difference is you're actually going to be on your elbows. So when you're on your elbows, you have your hands interlocked and you rock back and forth. And basically it's, you know, coaxing the baby to move up, you know, out of the pelvis. And then you go back to home pose, which is downward dog, but you're on all fours. And you rest like that with your butt in the air and chest to the ground. So I tried that, and it was actually more difficult than what I thought it was going to be. Just because of my weight is a little bit more than what it has been since I've gotten pregnant. So I did find that more difficult. So I didn't really do that for a full 30 minutes, but I did it for maybe 15 minutes. And I do have to say that it does make them move. Say hi.
Hi.
So it does make them move, and I noticed like maybe 5 minutes after they were like moving. So I do recommend that if you ladies do have a breech baby, you know, all the singletons out there, if you only have one, it'll be much easier for you to probably get your baby to turn. But twins is a lot more trickier, you know what I mean? So I said I would give it a try. I did tell my doctor that I was doing it. I did tell him that I was attempting to try it. He said that it might not work, you know. I mean, he thinks it's superstitions. So, basically, I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm still going to keep trying them. I didn't get to go to the swimming pool. We did try to go last weekend, which was Saturday, but we weren't able to get there. By the time we got, like, even halfway there, I knew that it probably had closed, so I didn't get to go swimming. I was kind of bummed out. Be quiet. We were on the, be quiet, Yasmin. We were on the metro at that time, so it took a while for us to get where we had to go. So by the time we got to the metro station, we waited and the bus didn't even run. So I was really kind of like, crap. We just came all the way out here and the bus doesn't even run on Saturday. So I might be going this Wednesday after I have my appointment with the maternal fetal medicine, since my next door neighbor, Chapo, he's so sweet, he's letting me use his truck, his van, so that I can get the stuff home from the company. So I might end up going swimming on that day and see if, you guys see Chichi, say hi, Chooch. So if, I might end up doing it then and doing, I love you too, doing the handstands in the pool to see if that helps. And my doctor told me to notify him of any contractions with them coming every 5 to 10 minutes. So I told him that I didn't want to call in because I felt like I was a bother. I don't want to be calling, I don't want to be the one who's calling like every 5 seconds, or because I don't understand what's going on, or I'm scared, or I'm nervous, you know. But he was like, no, call in. Like, he was very adamant about it. He was like, if they're regular, every 5 to 10 minutes, we want you to call in because you could be in preterm labor. And he's like, you've had it before. My last one, I don't know if you remember my youngest baby, Christian. I know you saw him in one of my videos. He was born at 38 weeks even. So it took me a while, but I made it there, but not preterm labor free. So my son before that, he was 33 weeks. So he was preterm. He stayed in the NICU. So they're just concerned that, you know, especially with all my prior pregnancies, that I might go into labor a little bit early. You see my daughter's butt back in the back. So yeah, I'm not concerned as far as that. I mean, I've been through it before, so I'm not really nervous about it. I know what the precautions are. I mean, what they're actually looking for as far as preterm labor, any movement, if there's no movement to call in. I was thinking of something, but I just forgot. Lost my train of thought. Pregnancy brain. I can't remember what I was gonna say. Oh gosh. Stop. Go sit down. So basically, I mean, yeah, that's the rundown. I can't remember what I was gonna say. I completely forgot. Other than that, okay, give me 1 second, guys. Stop, okay? Just being hard-headed today. So basically, yeah, that's the rundown. Like I said before, I am going to do a video on Wednesday to show you guys what I've gotten from A Wider Circle. Like I said, I'm excited to see what I'm gonna get, you know, so I can finally get the nursery together, because it's getting closer. Contractions are starting to come more. They're getting closer. And next week I will see, I don't think I have any cervical changes. I really don't think I do, but I could be wrong. So they'll check for cervical change next week, or any contractions. Oh, you just saw my dog jump in front of the camera. Any contractions or cervical change, or, you know, if there's less fluid. But other than that, I didn't get my results from my glucosa test last week. I did ask them, but they didn't have it available at that moment. So I'm probably gonna call back tomorrow and get the test results just to make sure. I mean, I usually, if there's nothing wrong, they don't call you, but I prefer to just hear it from them, you know, myself, so I can know and I can ease my mind. But other than that, my blood pressure has been really good. It was 120/70 today. I'm not taking my blood pressure medication. Only thing I'm on right now is my prenatal. I will have to get the GBS shot before the babies come. Oh, now I remember. The betamethasone, that is the steroid shot they give you before you go, if you're in labor and you're preterm, they do give that to you. So I discussed it with Dr. Lizardo today, and he said that he wouldn't he wouldn't make a decision on it unless I was to go into preterm labor. Then he would go ahead and administer those 2 shots just to strengthen the lungs if anything was to happen. So basically, I mean, he answered all my questions. Thank you, Chris. Say hi, Chris. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Say how are you? Blow kiss. Blow kiss. Go mwah. Say mwah. So basically he answered all my questions today. I'm a happy camper except for the positions of the babies. That's the only thing that's kind of bumming me out.
Happy camper.
And then the fact that, you know, I could still end up with a C-section. That's the part that's really kind of bumming me out. And, you know, I'm going to have all my kids here for the summer. My son is actually coming from Georgia in a couple of weeks. So I will have a full house. All 6 of my kids will be here. And, yeah, it's just going to be so hectic. But I know he's going to be a big help because he was a big help when I had Christian. He always wanted to hold Christian. I mean, I know I'm going to have lots of help. So hopefully things will go well. I will give you guys another update, which will be in the next 24 hours. So Wednesday, my appointment is at 11:30. So once I GPS the directions, I don't even know how to get there. It's in Silver Spring, Maryland somewhere. So once I GPS the directions and I pick out everything and I get the stuff in the house, I will give you guys a tutorial and show you what I've gotten. I'm going to try and set things up in the room, and hopefully that goes well because I haven't put a crib together in almost a year and a half. So I'm hoping to get the double stroller frame because that's really going to be helpful when the twins come. As far as transportation stop, yes, ma'am. It's really going to be helpful as far as transportation wise because I don't want the big bulky ones because like I know I'm going to have like my 3 youngest at home and my 3 oldest girls in school, and I want to be able to maneuver easily and get them in and out of the car, you know. So the stroller frame, I'm really hoping they have it. If not, I know I'm going to have to go out and buy it. But it's only like $99 at Burlington. No, it's not, no, $99 at Babies R Us. And it's $79 something on Target. On Target.com. So say hi.
Hi.
Okay, go play. Go play. So basically, yeah. This is pretty much it, and I will see you guys.
Happy Christmas.
It's
Happy
not Christmas.
Christmas.
Go lay down, please. Go play. So I will give you guys an update in 24 hours and let you know everything that I've gotten. And enjoy the rest of your day, even though it's gloomy outside here in Maryland. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, it sucks, but hey. Other than that, see you later, guys.
Happy
Bye.
Summer. Happy summer.